Hello and welcome to part 8. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Parting Thistle nil. So where were we? Oh yeah, this dude.
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Although not everyone sees eye to eye with me. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it, but if I'm going to pay for it...
I understand. But isn't it just that the groom's family is more concerned about these things?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semin is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling estate of his.
You ought to calm down, Master Bailiff. That kind of talk can stir things up.
You're right, of course. It just makes me mad, though.
I understand. Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if they never turned up again.
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan praises them, but I know people. That pair have mischief in their eyes. I can tell.
Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands? Why's that?
Well, that pair...
That'll be all. Thanks.
Nearly deja vu there, but we managed to escape it. Okay, so now we found him. Well, we found him. We told the bailiff. The boss didn't want us to tell him that he was here, because obviously we're on a mission, aren't we? Boss.
Well then, young man, how did it go?
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east, towards Apollonia.
So to Yichin? The bastards! And what about my goods?
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was falling off the cart.
The thieving scum! Let's hurry! To Yichin!
Sir, I could send a message to the Yichin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get them ourselves.
Missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir.
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ.
Well, it's about right, isn't it? Right, we got to do everything, haven't we? Come on, Pebs.
Let's go.
Concord.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yichin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yichin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my braves they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go then.
Well, I wish they'd, you know... Think, what side you going? What side you going, Gurney? Gnarly. Gurney. Well, it's close. Same sort of letters. Right, where were we? Right, okay, we're on the trail, aren't we? We're on the trail of these... Well, we don't know yet, do we? Cart thieves? Yeah. Okay, we're nearly on... Well, we're nearly at the area where we're supposed to be anyway. I'll wait for the boss to say.
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
God. Gotta do everything, haven't we? But I'm not moaning. We're not moaning, are we? Gets us to, sort of, you know, adventure-y. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're supposed to be looking. Where are we going? Boss? So, Gurney's gone down that way. That's not the cart. That's not the cart we're looking for. No, definitely not the cart we're looking for. Sir! Oh yeah, he's not even looking. So we've got to look all inspector-like, haven't we? Uh-huh. What's this?
A sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart.
No way. Inspector Henry on the case. You know, don't even think about it. Back to L. My lord, boss, Gurney, Gnarly. Sameen, isn't it? Lord Sameen. We found something.
You found anything, lad?
Yes.
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road. The bailiff said they were driving like the devil, so maybe it fell from the cart.
Oh, that makes sense. To the left it is, then. Gnarly! Back here!
Alright. Come on, Pebs. The plot
We're getting
thickens.
close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back.
You didn't bloody find anything.
Just hope we find the horses, too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg, while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's the change in the economical situation, sir. The burghers have more rights, and they make smart use of them. They put their coin to work for them. They've got shops, baths, inns, mills, while the nobles sit waiting until Jack from Backwater Hamlet brings them 3 groschen in taxes on St. Gallus's Day.
You're right there. Only Jack hasn't even got 3 groschen these days. None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Sure we saw something back there.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
Oh, got to do everything. Haven't we? Oh, gnarly. Blind's a bat. Can't see nothing. There's definitely no cart tracks down here. Well, there's old cart tracks. Aha, more charcoal. Okay, we can't inspect it as such, but more charcoal. An area. Cart tracks. Scooby blinking do. Leap out, Professor. We know it's you. Oh.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Shh, 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 shh. Don't tell everybody. Alright, here it is. Look, I told you.
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
And someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
I said that.
Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on,
Look.
but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you. They got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage around
Well,
here, sir.
it's not me.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. Gnarly.
Ah, Apollo.
You can't see.
I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my leg stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Samid was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why is that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different
Sir?
tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little.
Sir.
She had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth.
Sir.
The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old...
Sir. I can hear something.
With the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the windows,
Sir.
the whirring of the spinning wheel.
Shh. Listen.
I know nothing to do with a wench like that. It ain't right having a pair.
Let's get closer.
That. She might be hexed. Maybe a witch.
Finally, they listen.
What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there, too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
So
Well-
the priest.
You never know. They might be scantily clad dusky maidens.
Can't even quote one psalm. Don't you think?
Dusky maidens. All dusky.
It ain't his fault. What's wrong with his legs?
Well, they don't sound like it, do they?
What's wrong with his legs is
Bit
he
butch.
can't stay away from the tavern. You two don't know the truth from an hole in
Right,
the ground.
I've got to be
Stumble
sneaking.
was a priest. He showed me holy pictures and taught me a lot. Aye, Stumble was a priest. Pigs can fly, and Ghoul's his name.
Oh, is that me? Is it? Oh no. Hang on. All right then.
I'll hack you to ribbons!
I have the high ground. That's two of them coming at me. There.
Show what you're made of!
What am I made of?
I'll hack you to ribbons!
I'll chop you up, you shit!
Let's see what you can...
Your stuff.
That's one dead.
Let's see what you can do.
Good!
Some of that. Got boss fella behind. Ow!
Kill him! Amen to you.
Thanks, boss. I mean, Lord, my lord. Okay. He obviously doesn't want any of this loot or anything, does he? So, I think we might as well have it. Take it all first. Sorry, guys. Take it all, and then we'll sort it out in a minute. We'll sort it out all in a minute. I think we cleared the camp. Well, they obviously came in, and we got some keys. Got some more keys. Take all that. I don't think it's time for sleep. I think we're fine. I mean, he hit us. I can't believe we let him hit us at the end, didn't we? Got all that. We'll have all that. Thank you very much. And oh, so we're going to be over encumbered, aren't we? Definitely be over encumbered. Now, do we get rid of it first, or do we talk to the boss? Boss!
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here, and none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them. But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
Let's do it.
I am. Let's go.
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time at the Shani, sir.
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours.
It's always us, isn't it? Got to do everything.
Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
Errors.
What are you gaping at? At them!
Well, one's escaped. Let's try out the crossbow, shall we?
Come on, man!
See if I can hit anything. Right, they're occupied, which is good. Let's try and hit the boss. Oh, did I shoot him in the...
Come on, man!
No. I'm being covered, didn't I?
Take that fucker out, damn it!
I didn't get rid of anything. Hang on, right, hang on, wait. Please, no, just wait a second. No! Ow, 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 ow. No. Right.
Show what you're made of.
I made a custard.
Nice hit!
Yeah, cheers, boss. Thanks, boss.
You'll be fucking sorry.
It's good. Why'd you always come for me?
You can't stand up to this!
Fucker out!
Nice strike! Ain't that enough yet?
That's some good hits,
We're gonna gut you, you horse son!
Yeah.
Nice strike!
Yeah.
Oh! Good strike!
Thanks very much. Thanks, boss.
They got what they deserved, the fuckers!
Hang on.
Henry!
Hang on.
Hey, Henry!
What?
Are you listening?
I am.
Come here!
I'm here. Oh.
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands. Besides, you're the one who's supposed to keep watch.
But they'd taken him captive. What use would he be to us?
Are you deaf? Didn't you hear what they said? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the load. They fucked over Radovan, fucked over his lordship, and wanted to fuck over that bandit too. They were in cahoots. Only the thief wanted to rob the thieves.
Uh-huh.
And they deserve the same punishment, if not more.
And what punishment can he expect? Maybe he'd surrender to me if I could promise him something.
Now listen up, Henry. We don't promise nothing to no scum. Never. He'll most likely get the rope. And if you promise him anything else, you'll be lying. Don't forget, a man's word of honor is what separates a noble from a robber.
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
Oh, okay. Right then. We have robbed everybody.
I ain't done nothing, I swear. It was Venser.
Yeah, okay.
As you wish, sir.
East.
Although...
Oh. I suppose we better grab as much as possible, haven't we? That's all done. God, we can hardly move. I think there's one more there, but I think we're... Get rid of all that. So I've sorted through it. We have got... There's another guy there. There's another dude. Catch the hired hand. So we've got to go and find him. Alright. Typical, isn't it? Just old Henry. So after a little bit of a set, little bit, you know, well, I had a wander about, didn't I, of course, in the wilderness. And I'm pretty sure this is him. How are we going to do this then? Right, so you, mate.
I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
You're no match for me.
One-on-one, yeah. But it must be clear to you that you're no match for me. Even if the noose is waiting for you, it's still a more pleasant death than getting your head smashed in with a rock. And believe me, I'll do it if there's no other way.
Fuck! Alright, I'll come with you. But you'll put a word in for me.
I might. As long as you don't try anything.
Promise me!
I won't promise you anything. Now come on. I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end. Gnarly will take care of this scum.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Sameen. Want a ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with these hands.
A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
So that was worth 80 groschen.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
What? That ain't true.
Leave it out, you two. One way or another, you wanted to fuck me over. Doesn't matter whose idea it was.
We didn't want to steal it. Well, Venser did. I didn't know what was going to happen.
I didn't want nothing. I got mixed up in this by mistake.
Stop arguing. We'll all unhitch the car and let the horses drag you the rest of the way.
Where are you taking us?
To Sameen, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realise you can't just execute me.
It depends. By rights, I should send a plea to some court to decide if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. Parchment's dear, and ink ain't free either. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily risk it and knock your head off without permission.
I see how the law is respected here.
Ha! Are you yanking my pizzle? You're a fine one to talk about law.
And what will happen to us?
If
Lord Semin's in a good mood. He'll try to find out whose idea it was.
It definitely wasn't mine.
You're such a rat, Francie!
On the other hand, when I hear you lot going on and on, I reckon he might not give a damn.
I'm innocent. I swear on my mom's soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Pah! Every man she could, I dragged to the gallows, swore on his mother. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was as pure as a driven snow. But this bastard doesn't think twice about his soul. You should be ashamed of yourself.
The captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
That's right! You always were a piece of shit, Francie. No scruples.
Well, ain't it grand to have you here to explain everything? Now shut your gobs, the three of you. Don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout.
God be with you, neighbor.
Right, we're in Troskovitz. This is where you get off, Henry.
Thanks a lot, Captain.
Don't forget to go and tell Radovan what happened, so he can stop worrying.
Will do.
And drop by Samin sometime. You may be wet behind the ears still, but you're a laugh to have around.
Well, thanks, Gurney. Grinder. Hey, Babs. Right, after cleaning up and sorted ourselves out, we need to report to the blacksmith, don't we? Let him know what's happened. That's been quite a jaunt. That's been quite a travel we've just done. Again. Okay. Radovan.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semin, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semin, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down. The whole band?
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the carts and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
I'm not sure. Lord Semin took them and Gules to his courtyard. We'll see how he deals with them.
I'd know what to do with them.
Don't worry. I don't think Lord Semin will let them off lightly.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Troskovitz. What do you think of her?
I haven't seen Agnes. Is she pretty?
Pretty doesn't do her justice. She's a beauty. But she's got such a sharp tongue on her that I don't envy older at all. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
What does all this have to do with smithing, Radovan?
What? Can't I chat about women with my apprentice? You're right, though. Let's get down to business. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia. And folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia. But you'll have to ask the Truscovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Truscovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
Wow. Okay. Sort ourselves out. We're going to need a bit of a rest. We need to heal, don't we? Right. We've managed to fix everything up. And now we need to sharpen the sword, don't we?
Sharp as a razor.
Sharp as a razor. That tells me 100% sharp as a razor sword. That's because we're the level that we're at, it will let us. I think we should get some sleep. And I'll probably go and get rid of a load of things, get rid of everything. sort things out, get us cleaned up, get us sorted. Sleep till 5 in the morning. So I've come all the way back down to Truskovitsk, and I've been sat here waiting.
God bless you. You're up early. What'll it be?
Okay, she's got nothing to say. Is Betty about? Betty, you sat down for more than a second. Oh, is she up yet? No, not stealing it.
I'll be right with you.
Boo. Yeah, I suppose. Ah, there she is. I suppose it's very early, isn't it? We're right in the beginning.
Greetings. Do you need
Betty.
something?
Yes, please.
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll spank your bare ass like a brat. Down to business. I don't have all day for you, so what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the hermit sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
Yeah, I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
But I have to speak to him.
Didn't you hear what I said? He doesn't speak to nobody. He hides away in his hut and sends everyone away. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you. Because this reeks of hell.
I'd like to ask you about that hermit in Apollonia.
Go on then.
What do you know about this apparition?
Stanislav, the herds boy. He comes running into the village that night, all terrified, saying he'd seen a rider from hell in Apollonia. And the very next night, it appeared in the rocks below the road to Tahov. There's this conciliatory stone cross there. And the next day, it was at a funny angle. There's some devilry in it for sure.
And it was the herds boy who saw it by the cross? Or someone else?
The apothecary's wife, Gerda. Ask her yourself. She's not been herself ever since, poor woman.
Where can I find the herds boy?
Stanislav has a sheep pen in the meadow beyond the Truskovitz graveyard, right above the big crossroads outside Apollonia.
How do I get to the hermit?
You're asking for trouble, lad. But all right, if you insist, you go through Apollonia, along the path below the rocks, till you reach the point where it crosses the stream. And from there, you take the path uphill to the left, leading into the rocks.
Who's this hermit fella, anyway?
No one knows. He settled in the rocks a few years back. Folk used to go to him for various healing ointments or advice.
And what has he got to do with this apparition?
Well, he was at death's door recently, bedridden, and then suddenly he's got his health back. Just like that. And he's like a different man since then. He sends everyone who goes to see him packing. Mark my words. He sold his soul to the devil to get better. And the devil sometimes comes here on the prowl for unwary souls.
Where did these peculiar monks come from?
Hard to say, but they rode in on well-fed horses.
Monks on horseback? That's definitely odd.
Well, Bashka the Butcher says they came from the bishop about that diabolical apparition. In short, the Inquisition.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Nothing much, fortunately. And I hope it stays that way.
Surely, nobody expects the Inquisition. I better have a wash. They're gonna come armed with comfy chairs, cushions. Oh no. How can we even think about taking them on? Oh wow! That was just opened up loads more of. It's the point. It's you know, you can't just go around asking people. Oh, because all of a sudden they go, right, we need you to do this. Yeah, oh, poor old Emery. Poor old Emery. We still haven't found Mutt. Oh, right. So I think we should do. We got to ask about it, haven't we? I think you're a good one to ask because she knows what's going on about a lot of the places. Oh, Barra.
What do you want?
I heard a shepherd saw an apparition in the rocks.
It's not wise to go there. There's a diabolical horseman haunting the place.
What happened to Ambrose the hermit?
He's at death's door with some ailment, and there's a peculiar talk about him. They say he made a pact with hell.
I hear Ambrose the hermit has some old sword.
A few folks saw it at his place some years ago, but then it disappeared. Maybe he sold it, or chucked it out.
What happened at the conciliatory cross?
Hard to say. It was turned around. But what Gerda from the apothecary saw there, you'll have to ask her. Farewell.
The apothecary. The apothecary. So I'm going to go and visit the apothecary. Gerda.
Lord be with you.
I'd like to ask you about something.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go away, please.
Easy now, Gerda. There's nothing to be afraid of. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery together.
Really? You're not going to laugh at me like all the others?
I believe you really did see something. But I want to know what it really was.
So, what do you want me to tell you?
Relax, Gerda. Have a think, and then tell me what happened with the apparition.
It was the day before yesterday. I was picking marshmallow roots above the rocks. It grows by the cross there, near the big dry tree not far from the road to Tachov. I didn't get home till after dark when I suddenly realized I didn't have my knife.
So you went back to the cross?
God have mercy. He hopped up right out of the ground in front of me. He was all in black and he was grinding his teeth. I started to scream. There was something glinting in the dark and this clanking sound and I just turned and scarpered.
That's all?
At one point I turned around and I saw a dark shadow darting across the field. Proper flying along it was, like the devil, and heading straight to Apollonia.
What's this place where you saw the apparition?
It's a conciliatory cross, erected in the memory of some innocent's death. They say some years ago, a young fellow killed himself on account of an unhappy love affair. He jumped from a cliff.
And the day after you saw the apparition,
The cross was at an angle.
Aye, all askew. Everyone here saw it. I didn't go back. I can't.
Don't worry, Gerda. Nobody's going to make fun of you anymore. I'll find out what it was all about and what you really saw there.
What do you think happened?
I don't know yet, but you needn't fear. Everything will get cleared up soon.
Thank you. By all the saints, thank you. But please, come and tell me how it turned out. I'll make it worth your while.
Gerda really did see something. That cross hides a secret.
And here it is.
The
It
conciliatory
wasn't
cross.
far.
A memorial to the unfortunate death of that young man. But I'm more interested in what secrets it conceals now.
I think we got company, though.
I can't do this without a spade.
And I forgot a spade. Oh! Pebs! Come on. Let's go and get this spade. So I come all the way over here, which was like, it wasn't far. It's just over the hill here. So we've got the spade. We go back up there. And I think we've got company. Because there's wolves around us. Yeah, there they are. Well, I can see two. That's pretty good camouflage, isn't it? Even though they're grey. Let's try and dig it up. Oh, I didn't think he'd let us. Come on now. I think I'm a little bit harder now. We put some of the stats up. Plus we got armour. Now, come on now. You're not going to get through me, are you? Off you go. Go on. Right then. What have we got? Crusader of the Red Star Waffenrock. Chronicle of the Knight's Cross. We've got books. We've also got a Crusader
Didn't take
cloak.
either the coin or the books. So
And
it
some
wasn't a
groceries.
thief. It must be something else he was after.
That's enough, wolves. Is he coming at me again? I've not got my sword out. He was on his last legs. I kicked him. Ah, you know what I mean? Okay, Pebs. Let's have a look at what we found, shall we? So weapons are fine. We didn't find any weaponage. That Crusader of the Star Rocket Reference Rock. So it's a black Crusader with a red cross. And what else did we find? We found books, didn't we? And we found a cloak. But that's the Waffen Rock. What? I mean, we haven't put that on. Obviously, we still got the other one on. And Crusader cloak. It's not worth anything. Brand new cloak with Crusader's red cross symbol. It was only recently buried in the ground, unlike the rest of the old papers. Okay, we got books. Let's have a look. Chronicles of the Knights as well. This Ambrose. I mean, if you want to read it, I think the other parts of it was in Latin or something. But if you want to pause it and read it, it's up to you. About the founding of the Knights of the Cross. About Judith's Bridge. About the founding of the Hospital of the Old Town of Prague. About the death of Blessed Agnes of wherever it was. On the growth of the Order. And the fire of the Orders. Well, they didn't finish it by the looks of it. Old letter about the Order's commander. Brother Ambrose, I know something that should interest you. I know who started the fire at St. Francis at They want you to Grand Master remove to meet me tonight at the appropriate place. Yeah. Okay. I think it is time to get back. So that is done. Now my plan isn't to go back over there. I think we need to head for Samin to get back over to the left-hand side, the west of the map, to see the west of it. Don't worry, no, let's get past that. I will see you next time, starting in Samin. Thank you.